Greetings, Mech Warriors! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is TTB speaking, and welcome back to another episode of German Mechgineering, the daily show where we build cold-hearted, humorless, stompy robots for maximum effectiveness and efficiency on the battlefields of Mechwarrior Online. And today, guys, we're running the Black Knight BL6B-KNT in a full-on pulse laser configuration. Let's go ahead and have a look at the build in a sec, but for now, just look at this peeking profile, guys. The problem with the Black Knight is always going to be you are shooting most of your weapons from the hip, like not like a knight, actually more like a cowboy, but be aware of that. This mech needs quite a bit of space and to clear quite a bit of ground to be able to shoot at the enemy, so keep that in mind when you're playing this mech. Alright, let's have a look at the build. The basis is going to be a light engine 300. You can alternatively use a XL engine 325 or 330 here. The Black Knight handles XL engines quite well because he's got big shield arms and he's quite tanky. I'll leave it up to you whether you run light engine or whether you use an XL here. Both do work just fine. In terms of armaments, we are running 2 large pulse lasers in the right torso, 1 large pulse laser, 1 medium pulse laser in the left torso, 1 medium pulse laser in the head, and 2 medium pulses in the right arm. So this is a right arm sided build, and the rest is just stuffed in with double heatsinks, and that is basically all there is to say. You lower the armor a little bit on the head, the left arm, and the legs, and that will allow you to get all of this stuff in here. Endosteel, of course, is needed for that. Heat management 1.24 means this thing is going to be a little bit toasty, but with a firepower of 54 and a speed of 64.8, you should be able to easily keep up with your teammates and do some really good pinpoint damage here. Let's have a look at the skill tree. So, we will be using Deep Firepower Tree. Laser duration 1, 2, 3, and 4 is a must-have, and we take all the heat gen nodes around these points as well, and as well over here on the right-hand side, cooldown, range, cooldown, and the 2 heat gen nodes that we can take from here. Then we go into survival. If you don't take these heat gen nodes, you can actually afford to get a little bit deeper into survival. I chose to take the full survival tree, except those 2 skeletal density nodes in the middle. But as I said, if you forgo a little bit of heat gen here, you can actually go ahead and take 1 or 2 more nodes of skeletal density. I'll leave it up to you guys. None of these little tiny changes is going to have a huge effect. What is much more important is going to be your aiming and your positioning in the match. So don't be tricked into thinking like putting a point here or putting a point there is going to severely change the way you play. It won't. Alright, let's go ahead and look into the operations tree. Since we have a mech that is purely running energy weapons, we want to make sure that we are running this as cool as possible. So, full operations tree for full cooldown and full heat containment. And then auxiliary tree, of course, a double artillery strike or airstrike. And of course, the double mana potion that is double cool shot with cool shot cooldown. Alright guys, let's take this Black Knight into the dropship and see if the Black Knight always triumphs. I'll see you there. Well guys, here we are, and apparently we are not only a Black Knight, no, we are actually a Hell Knight, or a Knight in Hell to be more precise. We are here on terra firma, pushing towards the Golf 7 Fox 7 central area. We find a crab that's trying to engage me, and of course we will go ahead and engage right back onto him. And as you can see, using those low mounts from the Black Knight already posed a significant challenge. That was the bare point to actually be able to still hit that the crab just a tiny bit on the other side, and I wouldn't have been able to hit them from this low angle here. So you have to be very aware of your mounts, guys, and you have to be very careful about that. So right now I am just waiting for my teammates to join in. I just enjoyed a nice lick from the lasers from my teammate onto my back. Luckily nothing was critted out, but that was insanely stupid. Thank you for that. Well, it just means we need to play a little bit more careful for the time being. There's 2 teammates duking it out with 2 enemy light mechs over in this corner, and maybe, yep, we can just join in, give a nice little whoop there, and keep on walking. Now you can play this mech with arm lock on or arm lock off. Both works quite fine. I'm choosing to play with arm lock off here just to be able to turn a little bit more smoothly. If I can get around this corner, I can actually assist my light mechs here, and I will go in onto that javelin and help kill him, because we have a lot more firepower than our light buddies, and we can keep up the chase with just going in and taking these guys out. Okay. So, 2 kills over 1 right now. We have a spider over here on the corner, but he's running away right now. I didn't manage to hit him here. I'm just going to drop the artillery strike over on that. I didn't see whether that was a rifleman or a Jäger mech, but he should be feeling the wrath of TTB's artillery very soon. There we go, it's a rifleman. and I can use my large pulses now to poke at them a little bit at about 600 meters range. It's not going to do insane amounts of damage, but you know, you poke them 3, 4, 5, 6 times, at some point you will open up a component, even with doing it very little damage, because it's just volume over time. Let's get around the corner here. You know what? No. Not right now. If you look at the radar, you see that my assault mates are all down low, so there's nobody currently watching this corner. So if I choose to expose too much towards that right-hand Fox 7 flank, for example, I would really have a bad time. So we will just go ahead and hold the side angle here. It's sometimes so important that you choose the right angle and you just hold it. For example, that Mechwarrior 2C, he was just showing the back portion of his left side torso to me. Oh, by the way, this guy showed a little bit more to me, and I just killed him. RIP! As I was saying, you just have to sometimes snipe for mech parts. See, there we go, other side torso, same Mechwarrior 2C, and he goes down. And the Black Knight triumphs twice in one match. I see this guy down below. I'm just trying to shoot at his legs right now, but I'm getting a little bit hot here, so I have to be careful. I'm just shooting my large pulses right now, and I don't want to go ahead and overheat and cook myself, because cooking myself is a really big possibility right now, due to the fact that we took so much damage from the teammate in the back early on. Alright, that Stalker side torso is open. We have a Rifleman up front, we have a Stormcrow up front, and teammates are shooting Lerms, which is good. I'm getting Lerm, which is not so good. I don't like getting Lerm, so let's go back to cover. Just hold this position. Once again, we are 3 kills up right now. There's no reason to do something crazy. We'll just stand here and keep on wobbling towards the enemy. And yeah, it's looking good for us. I think we have this in the bank. So let's try and see if we can get one more kill here, maybe. Oh, there's my crab friend from the beginning of the match. Let's go ahead and try and see if we can take out his legs. With crabs, if you have lasers, you should go and try to go for the legs. They are the least armored portion of the mech, and you have a really good time hitting them, as opposed to the torso, or the CTO of the crab, which is really hard to hit due to the geometry of the mech. So, can we get another shot in on that crab? I mean, I would like to, but there's a stalker, a friendly stalker in the way right now, so let's go in on the Stormcrow, maybe take him out through the CT if we can. Come on, large pulse lasers triumph once more, and the Black Knight triumphs the 3rd time of this round. Let's see, can we make it 4? Can we create the Lance murder? Nope, not with the crab here. Maybe with that spider? Question mark? Spider. Somebody was commenting on the videos that... There we go, there's the 4th kill. Somebody was commenting on the videos that I always mix up spiders and ugly cheetahs for some reason, because they look quite similar sometimes, and in the heat of the battle, I don't care what it is, it's a light little shit and I'm going to murder it. Or it's going to murder me, well, depending on... depending how the match goes, right? So right now, we have just to go ahead and find that last guy, and once we find him, we can take him down, and that will be the match. I'm looking for him right now. There's little communication going on, so he might be AFK, he might just be running around. Oh, there he is, it's another crab, and he's dead. Okay. He decided to overheat himself and grill himself in the fire of the volcano so that we can have some tasty grilled crab legs here on Terra Firma. Let's go ahead and have a look at the scoreboard. 4 killing blows, 6 assists, 1 solo kill, 4 kill most damage dealt, 677 damage done, 6 components taken out. Guys, if you like this content, go ahead, check out my Patreon page and become an active supporter of the channel. And we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the next game here on HPG Manifold, one of my favorite maps, and we will be pushing together with our teammates towards the center, trying to gain control of the top side, because the top side affords your team that amazing ability to just rotate around the whole map very quickly and control the whole map from the top side. So, the important thing is to go in and take that top, and also to say thank you to your teammates if they do something good, for example shooting down that UAV. That was a nice touch. Alright, let's get up here, get a nice shot in on that Sun Spider, and I'm choosing to drop down here because I felt that we have too many people on that left side ramp and I didn't want to clog things up. So instead, we drop down, and now we join in with that very blue Battlemaster, and try and see what we can find over here. There's a Victor coming in, AC-20 and snap his PPC, but that's alright. We should whop him a little bit, drop the artillery strike, hopefully not too close to my teammates. I'm letting him know that I'm putting the artillery strike down, but luckily nothing bad happens. The only thing that happens right now is that I get takat to the face. But all of this All of this waiting around, all of this shooting in my face actually helps to allow the team to take the top. And now we have the superior position on them. And yeah, they're just falling back right now. This Echo 4 low hold is a very, very weak spot, guys. Never do that. Never ever do that. You will have a very hard time because you will get collapsed upon. The enemy team will have a huge firing line on you, and you always have to shoot upwards. And shooting upwards in this game doesn't really. Well, it's just not good for your team, right? Because especially the low mounts have a huge problem firing up around corners. Okay, we're raining down Lurms like crazy on the enemy team. They can't lurm us that much because A, they have a hard time targeting us, and B, we have a roof upon our heads, but that of course won't hold away all the Lurms that get shot directly, but the indirect Lurms will get nicely fended off. Okay, so we still got some guys over there. Let's go ahead and drop the artillery strike and try and hit them. There's a direwolf coming up with LB2s. We give him a nice salvo with our pulses. And back to cover. And there's the RD working on these guys as well. We got some more damage in with our pulses, and there's no point right now, guys, to push this. We will just hold this and just enjoy the ability to do all sorts of damage onto targets without having to expose too much of my mech. I see now that the team is pressuring on the side, so I can go ahead and push in a little bit further, asking for assistance now, and we should look towards that Mad Cat, but also be very, very aware of the left-hand flank here. Make sure if you go around here to first visually confirm there's nothing there, because there was a snub-nose / AC-20 Victor waiting around the corner, and you don't want that thing in your back. I mean, it's hard enough to took it to the front, but if you take that shot to the back, it's bye-bye side torso. So, we check out the Victor, and now we can go in onto, whoop, there we go, onto that direwolf. As you can see, my large pulses, well, a little bit too far down low, and you just shoot them into the ground. That is the challenge of the Black Knight. You have to try and shoot on even ground, or clear enough of the underlying stuff so that you are not shooting into the ground and wasting all this juicy wobbiness. Okay. Speaking about wobbiness, let's go ahead and go in on Delta, that fire starter, maybe take him out here. Nope, never mind. But what about the Timberwolf? Yeah. Okay, rip. That was nice concentrated fire from the team. Last target alive is down below in Echo 5. Oop, it's a Jenner, and it's a dead Jenner. Rip. Beautiful. Nice round. Nice round. Another 3 kills for TTB. So, guys, I really like this Black Knight. You should definitely give it a try. It's an unconventional build, but it's a lot of fun to play. Large pulses and medium pulses are a surprising good combination. 3 killing blows, 8 assists, 1 solo kill, 2 kills damage dealt, 545 damage done, 4 components taken out. Guys, again, if you like this content, hit that subscribe button, become an active supporter of the channel on my Patreon page, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. TTB out.